Okay, well, hey, you guys, we're super excited to have you be able to watch this amazing recording with the amazing brand new sales director, Kathy Huff. She is our guest speaker. Becky and I are the interviewers today, and Kathy just debuted September 1st as a brand new sales director, you guys. So she's like brand new, 15 days in as a brand new sales director. She's been building her Mary Kay business for 2 years. Okay, so 2 years in, and during those 2 years, she has had a successful career already. She earned the Destination Red Cruise, which is super, super exciting, last year. And then this year, she took it a step further, you guys. And in June, she went into DIQ in the middle of these crazy stay-at-home orders. This girl is a make-away, find-away kind of person. She entered into DIQ June 1st. She rocked it out in June, July, and August, wrapped it up with a bow, and is a brand new sales director. She has been married for 11 years. I didn't ask you, what's your husband's name, Kathy?
That's okay, Carl.
Carl. She's been married to Carl for 11 years. They have 2 kiddos, a 5 and 7-year-old. And I think the cool thing about her situation, you guys, is that she gave herself an amazing backup plan. She took this Mary Kay business that could be a hobby in some people's minds and their opinions, and she made it into a career, you guys. Her background is HR. She's been working in HR for 11 years. And during the course of these stay-at-home orders, again, what she did is she amped up her business so much so that she actually just put in her 2-week notice, you guys. And so I'm super, super excited for you, Kathy. What I asked her to get on here and share about is how she is really maximizing Facebook parties and how she is turning Facebook hostesses into new team members and having a lot of success in both of these areas. And so I asked her to just share, and then Becky and I are going to maybe ask some questions that you might be thinking as well to help everybody be able to duplicate the success that Kathy's having right now with this. So thank you, Kathy. Go ahead and take it away.
Hey guys, so thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so I've been just having a lot of success with Facebook parties. I started, I want to say in April, with the Facebook parties, and I loved that the company came out with that training, kind of teaching us how to do a Facebook party. Leah Shahadi came out with her training. And then Beth Myers, my amazing director, came out with her Facebook party. So I kind of, we did a combination of all of that, but yeah, so I would say basically I just kind of started reaching out to customers and friends and family, and like either texting them, calling them, sending either like a voice message through Facebook Messenger, and just basically offering them like, hey, if you'd be willing to help me out, I'm just getting started with my first Facebook party, and then as I kept going and going, eventually I would just kind of start offering everybody and let them know that, hey, I'm offering 20% of my party sales as your hostess credit. So even if you've never tried Mary Kay before, it's an awesome way to get some free product and try it. And it helps, me meet new people and, introduce me to your friends. And, and then by doing that, basically they're getting the 20%, and I let them know that I do all the work on my end. There's nothing they have to do really besides just inviting their friends and then help me with like keeping the excitement going in the party with commenting. And then I do let them know that they get a minimum of at least $20 in free product either way, just for doing this to help me. So really like $10 wholesale for us, so I thought it was totally worth it. So, yeah, so then I send that message and we get started, and most times it's like, okay, perfect. How does like tomorrow or 2 days from now work for you? And we just like get the party set up. I send it to her, I send her like a Facebook Messenger or an email with just some like coaching the hostess type of stuff. And then from there, basically I invite her to the group. She invites her friends. And then we get started, and as we're going, again, it's kind of like I've been learning over the months here how to kind of coach the hostess better throughout the party to have better success with it. But like, so you might have some parties where people aren't responding as much. So kind of learn through that. And then, basically at the end of the party, what's been really awesome about this is, one, I love that, well, like prior to COVID, whenever I wanted to go to a party, I was trying to schedule that time in to get the babysitter or figure it out with my husband's work schedule and all of that stuff. And it was always like being gone for like 2 hours, like maybe a couple of nights a week or on a Saturday, and I love that now with these Facebook parties, I don't have to worry about any of that. I just, the kids go to bed, I schedule all of my party posts, whether I do it on the weekend and I do it for the whole week. Because I run my parties maybe for like 5 to 7 days, kind of depends. I'm still kind of like tweaking it to see what works better. But so I run it for about a 5 or 7 day window. And then either I set it up the weekend prior, or I'll, like, if I'm running behind that week, it's just basically I schedule it the night before for the next day. And then it's nice because all I have to worry about throughout the day is maybe at lunchtime, I'll check my notifications, like responding to people's questions and getting people excited. So then those, pop back up in their news feed the more people are commenting. And then again, like dinner time or after the kids are in bed, I'll go check my notifications, respond to everybody, get it all popped up in their notifications again or up in their news feed. And then, at the end of the party, then I reach out to the hostess and I just kind of talk to her about, awesome, thank you so much for helping me and, hosting. And the great news is, let's say, we sold a $300 party. Then I let her know that at this point we have a couple of different options. Option A is, if you'd like, you could take the hostess credit, and that's 20% of the party sales. So I let them know that they did have that $20 minimum. So we hit that. So that's awesome. And so they could pick $60, 20% of it. Or option B is, we have this awesome promotion going on in Mary Kay where they could basically sign a beauty agreement for $30. And with that, then we could just use all those party sales as putting it into her first order to get her active and activate her discount. And then she gets 50% off for the next, 2 months or whatever. And then, normally, so like in this $300 party, then I let them know we'll use those party profits, and they get to pick out $300 and free product for spending $30. And I would say the majority of people will sign up for $30, and then they get to pick out their free product. And then, I've also learned in the last month or so to start offering, like, option C is, if you'd like to, spend, let's say they are comfortable picking out another, I don't know, I didn't do the math, but they get to a $600 wholesale order on their 50% off. So I've been trying to start offering a third option. If they're willing to spend a little bit of money to get to the 600, then they're getting like the free makeup look from the company in their first 15 days. They're getting the free jewelry from the company, anything the director's offering for Great Start, all that good stuff. So and then from there, I love that then they already kind of have a customer VIP page already set up. All of their friends and family that were interested joined. All of their friends and family that ordered are in there. And so Beth and I have been talking to them about, awesome, like, are you interested in keeping this as a customer VIP page? And then I offer that I'll get you added to my VIP page. Feel free to copy off of it anytime. There's, you can run games whenever you want. You can be as involved as you want, because, a lot of people are busy, and I think they get nervous with having a VIP page, but, it's their own business. They can pop in as often as they want and post to their customers and keep them up to date on stuff. But so I don't know, it's been working, and it's been a lot of fun. So, and it's been very convenient for me. So as far as just like the schedule of it all, so I love it.
That's awesome, Kathy. Can you share a little bit about, you were saying about how when you're closing the party, and you have like the group sales, are you taking the guests that are, you have your hostess and you have the guests, how are you closing with your guests, the hostess's guests? Are you doing Facebook Messenger? Are you giving them a call? Are you doing a Google link? I know there's a lot of options out there right now, but you're obviously having great sales. You can offer them like, hey, here's your option. So Tell us a little bit about that.
Yep. Yeah. So just basically on that first day of the party, I'll post like, awesome, thanks for joining us, and here's my party promotions for the week. And then that way, some people, I've learned, and from what Beth had said too, I know some people don't like to stick around for a 5 or 7 day party. They just want to like be ordered and get out of there, So we offer those options up front, as far as, here's the party promotions, and here's the way you can place your order. You can either reach out to me through Messenger, or you can order right on my website. And then I have my easy ship turned off, so I have to make sure I have to approve all these orders, and then I just don't push them through to the end of the party to know whether she signs or not and what we're going to do with that order. But yeah, and then I post that every couple of days, and at the end of the party, again, kind of reiterate that they can order through my website or just send me a message with the items they'd like. And then I take payment, through PayPal or Venmo, or call me with your credit card, so.
Okay.
Awesome.
Really good, helpful.
Yeah.
Any other questions, Becky?
I let's say that you have a hostess and maybe she's joined the group or, started the Facebook thing, and then her friends are not really engaging in the party. So you've got your
Yep.
hostess, you're gearing her up with her wish list. What's your best advice to get people to have their friends engage, or have their friends join the group, or have their friends, I guess, turn their notifications on? Do you have any tips for that?
Yep. So I've been saying, I would say over the last few months, like I've been learning each month and trying to get better at all of that, coaching the hostess better with all of that. So I've learned, I would say that when I send that initial message, when she says, yep, let's host a party, I'll do it. Then in that first message, I'll say, awesome, I just invited you to the group. I would recommend inviting probably at least 40 or more people, like sending them, I mean, ideally a private message. We recommend inviting them both ways by clicking into the group and clicking the invite button. You just select all your friends you want to invite, but then also going into Messenger and sending a private message, and I send them a script with the link to the party, because I feel like some people either don't check their notifications and don't see it if they're just invited in the group, and then some people don't have Messenger on their phone and they either didn't get the message. So I felt like doing it both ways, if they're willing to do it both ways, works. But yeah, I recommend probably 40 or more people, and then and I let them know, because a percentage of that are probably going to join, a small percentage of that are going to interact, and then a percentage of that are going to order. So, the more the merrier, in my opinion, but it's up to them and their comfort level. And then trying to think what else you said as far as coaching, and then so interaction. So I would say I've had a few parties that either, especially towards the beginning in like April and May, I mean, I've had some parties that have sold like nothing, and then I've had some parties that were like 600. I had one that was 1,000, so but I would say from what I've learned over the last few months with the ones that did not sell, was that the more that I've been starting to coach the hostess and talking to her about the first maybe day or two, and it's pretty quiet, I'll just send her a message and say, hey, do you have like 3 or 5 friends that are in this group, your closest friends or family members? Maybe would you mind reaching out to them just to see if they might mind kind of jumping in and like commenting to get the party going, and let them know every time they're commenting they're getting entered into my prize drawing, so at least there's something in it for them to kind of help get things running. So
Yeah.
So that seems to have helped. So
yes. And then you said you send an email out too with some coaching tips ahead of time to your people.
Yeah, I either do it through email or through Messenger. Yep, just kind of letting them know that I just created the group. I just sent you an invite. You're welcome to start inviting people. Trying to invite like 40 people through Messenger. Trying to think of everything I say in that email. I think that's kind of the gist of it. So.
I was going to ask you when we're done here, Kathy, to if you would mind messaging me on Voxer the script that you're using for inviting,
Sure.
for inviting, and that way I'll put it in the comments of this video so that they have that accessible.
For sure.
Awesome.
Sure.
Any other questions, Becky?
One other question I had. So when you are presenting the $30 e-start at the and are you showcasing some of the marketing plan in the Facebook party?
I would say in the beginning, I probably was doing more of that, but then Beth started offering like our Pass It On groups and stuff like that in the last few months. So that's where I just kind of switched to just kind of offering, hey, join this group, the Pass It On group. My director is talking about our, actually, I don't even know if I say that we're talking about the opportunity. I just say, join this group. You have a chance to win this awesome bag this month, or whatever the prize is. You just watch these 3 videos, comment on each video, you win an entry towards this awesome prize. It helps me with the contest I'm in with, like my perfect 6 or whatever it's helping.
Yeah.
Helps them win a prize, helps me. And then, sometimes the hostess will do it. Sometimes a couple of guests will do it. And and I have had a couple new team members, that have been a guest at a party, watch it, comment, and sign. So that's been exciting. But
yeah. Well, it's really smart of you because, Mary Kay Ash would always say that, or I think it was Mary Kay, the old saying, WIIFM, what's in it for me? And so it's really strategic of you to say, like, you can win this, you're helping me with a goal. And I think that, kind of appeals to all women, right? Women want to help women, and they also want to win free things. So it's very, very smart of you. It's a great strategy that you're using in your Facebook party. So
thank
that's
you.
awesome.
And I can't take a lot of the credit. This is a lot of Beth Myers. So.
Hey, well, the best thing about Mary Kay is that we can share our ideas. As long as you're copying the right cat, you're going to go places, right?
That's right.
So she's a good one to copy, that's for sure.
Okay, I have one more question for you, Kathy, and this has more to do with the lives that you're doing in your Facebook parties. And so I'd like to know about maybe how many times you're going live, maybe when it is in the party that you are going live, and what are the types of things that you're doing during the lives, and about how long are they, like time-wise?
So I would say, and I've actually just started doing live. So I actually got through DIQ with just recording videos of myself and posting them later. So for those of you out there that are nervous to record yourself, it is not as bad as it looks. You just start doing it. The more you do it, it definitely gets easier. And the awesome part about just recording a video of yourself talking about the products is if you mess up, just delete it and record a new video and then just post it later in your party. So that was kind of a good way for like baby steps for me to get used to trying to be on camera and record myself. But yeah, now I've recently just started doing more of like Facebook lives and I realize it's not bad at all. So, but I would say like for my parties, I'll typically like talk about skincare in the first day or two of the party. And then I post a video of myself talking about the skincare. It's maybe like a 7 or 10 minute video at the most, just like running through all of our skincare, talking about each, little bottle and like 1 or 2 benefits of that product. And then maybe like 3 or 4 days in, that's kind of what I'm talking about, like pampering products, and I'll jump on and I'll do a video talking about some of our top selling pampering products. I talk about like satin lips, satin hands, satin body, our Skin Vigorate brush, hydrogel eye patches, charcoal mask, all that good stuff. And then once in a while, kind of depending on how the party's going, I'll like jump on towards the end of the party and I'll just do a video talking about all my favorite products. So
Love it.
Okay. And so the one you said, the skincare one is about 7 to 10 minutes typically. The pampering products one that's about 3 to 4 days in is about how long?
I would guess they're probably all like 10 minutes or less. I try to make it.
Okay. And then my favorite things is like towards like the very end of your party. And you said that your parties go 5 to how many days?
I would say like 5 to 7. Yeah.
5 to 7. Okay. Awesome. So helpful. All of this is so helpful. You have no idea, Kathy. And
good. Happy to help.
Thank you for taking the time to learn and to get good at these, because I think that's what it takes, is being willing to be not perfect at things. And perfection is our enemy. I really do believe that, and it can hold us back and it can hold us hostage. And so this is not brain surgery. We do not have to be perfect, and we can absolutely just try and have fun with it. And so I think that you're giving a lot of people a lot of courage to just give it a try. And I like that you even said that you just recorded yourself at the beginning, but I do think that personal touch of seeing your face and hearing your voice, regardless of whether it's a recording or a live, is probably what tied a lot of these people to you as well, and helped them to feel comfortable to maybe make that decision too, to then not just be a customer, but then to be a consultant. And I'm just so proud of you for taking that step from consultant to directorship during all of this and showing us all the different. So proud of you.
Thank you.
I don't have any more questions unless you do, Becky.
No, congratulations, Kathy, and thanks for being a leader in our national area.
Thank you both.
Congratulations, and thanks for being willing to do this with us today. You have a fabulous rest of your day, you guys.
You guys too. Thanks.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye.